And we are live. Welcome to the Jonathan Acuna AI Business Podcast, episode 2. Yes. Tonight, we're going to talk about how small businesses can get an additional 5 to 10 clients per month through automation, importance of starting a YouTube channel, and online communities. Give my more feedback as I learn more about the Skool platform. Let's get started. So, why am I doing podcasting? Did one yesterday, doing one again tonight. One, it's practicing a new skill. Again, I've always wanted to do a podcast. I've tried multiple times over the whole year. I was just looking at the library and I started back in, I think it was like June 2023. But this is really helping me to just take a moment out of my day, reflect, share thoughts that I've learned, just share what's on my mind. And then I get to share with you, the audience. So we're just going to hang out for a little while and bring up like the YouTube. There are a couple of people that were like live in the comments. Sorry guys, I missed you. Now I have the comments set up so I could actually see. But that's the cool thing. Basically with the podcasting, it's a new skill set. So the more reps that you do, the better that you get at it. So this is just episode 2. Imagine what episode 100 will look like. It's going to be interesting. Well, we'll get to that later. But first topic is how can small business owners get an additional 5 to 10 clients per month through just automation? This comes out of, I onboarded 2 clients into my platform today. So if you guys don't know, I have a platform called Empire Pro Tools. It's an all-in-one marketing. It's not just a marketing and sales automation tool, but it's all built under Go High Level, but I have a lot of templates. You get onboarding customer support. We help you set it all up for you. But then you also get access to my Skool Community and you get courses, weekly feedback. It's a done with you business model. The whole point of launching it is to make it easy for business owners so they don't have to spend $2,000-$5,000 a month on a marketing agency. They could get access to the tools and the training and the advice and get weekly or even daily support to help them grow their business. That's the purpose of it. That's why I created it, because I want more small businesses to win in 2025. We need more small businesses. They're the foundation of not just the economy, but these are people that are providing for their family. Like that's really what it's about. I'm trying to provide for my family. It's my goal. That's why I started entrepreneurship. I want to provide a better future, not just for me, but also for my family. And so that's why a lot of us get into entrepreneurship, is for that bigger opportunity, but also for that big risk. So the more that you can be a part of a community to learn and grow together, you grow faster. This also dovetails into your net worth is your network. I don't want to jump to like the next thing about online communities, but let's focus on this one topic. So these 2 businesses we are enrolled today, the problem that they had was they were doing manual follow-up. They had a bunch of leads at different stages, clients that they just finished a job with, a bunch of leads that were in the pipeline. Some they didn't respond to timely enough, and they weren't moving systematically down their sales pipeline. They were just kind of stuck. And it was all relying on the business owner to like manually send out the emails, manually send out the offers, manually follow up. And so that takes a lot of time, especially for business owners trying to scale at the end of the day, trying to automate, try to move themselves out of the operations and into more of a leadership role. So that's where I find these tools like Empire Pro Tools. There's other tools like Go High Level too, that they do. Once you set up the automation, what I really want to focus on is automation over AI. And I think that's going to be the theme for tonight, is not going to hype up AI, because you read in the news, and I'm actually going to go into more of there's going to be an AI bubble that's going to pop. And AI isn't the be all end all. It's a very hypey word that businesses, what I found, they're not even in the automation set or stage yet before they even touch AI. So when I systematically enroll in clients, I want them to have automation, like automation where the marketing and sales leads are getting followed up with automatically. They're moving from lead to prospect to either book appointment or client. And then once one or two services from the businesses, then they automatically get followed up with for a Google review or a testimonial so that we could stack those. Let me talk about Google reviews because that's important. I was listening to a podcast today with Alex Ramosi. I listen to a bunch of podcasts all day, a lot of like personal development stuff. And Alex introduced something very interesting. When he wrote the book, $100 Million Offer, there are two leverages to introduce a large amount of leads to your business. There's offers and then there's testimonials. He focused on offers that most businesses can do where they're already established, they're already making whatever, $5,000-$10,000 a month, and they want to grow and scale, then the offers book is perfect for them, basically. There's more ways to introduce more traffic to the business using offers and copywriting from there. The other side that he was talking about for the people under, let's say, $10,000 a month, or even under $5,000 a month, even haven't even done any sales yet, just starting your own business. For those people, actually testimonials weigh more. That's something that you can leverage because he did a study between looking at all his ads, and he found the ads that had the highest conversion were the ones that had case studies, that had testimonials. Those were the ones that outperformed ones that were just offers, basically, which I found very interesting. So if you're doing marketing, because my purpose for this podcast is to share a lot of ideas, concepts, tips, and I want you to just walk away with one idea, one tip that you can implement both not only in your business, but also in personal development. We're going to get into mindset, personal development as I grow and learn. From there, I want you also to learn and grow too. As Brad Lee says, there's only three things that people have control: mindset, habits, and skills. Those are the three factors that you can, or the three levers that you could pull on to change and grow, and grow in your career, grow in your business, and so forth. So that's probably one of the biggest things, which hence the automation. One of the biggest automation that most businesses don't have is an automated system to go and collect feedback from the client or customer on how was their first service. If it's, say it's 5 stars, for example. If it's under 5 stars, let's log that and let's send that to a team member automatically so the team member can reach out and say, what can we do better? So then you built in a feedback loop. So you can improve in your services, your fulfillment, for example, pricing, whatever. It's that feedback loop. And then there's the other side where if it's a 5-star, then boom, collect that testimonial and start building what Alex calls the wall of love. That wall of love or wall of testimonials is huge. That's what you really want to start building and centralizing and put that on your website where you can just showcase all of that. That is huge. So Instagram profiles function the same as your website. In your highlight reels, you should have 2 things. Actually, technically 3 things, but we'll get to that. First one is a reel that talks about your product or service so they know about what you're selling. Because most people are really going to go to your Instagram to check you out before they go to your website. Then second is testimonials, case studies, wins, client successes. And then third is, I've seen this too, is like personality. What are your hobby? What are your interests? What are the things that makes you unique? Do you like golfing? Do you like hiking? Do you like dirt bike riding? Do you go to church a lot? Like what are you about? People want to know that you're not just about business and this one thing. It connects, helps people connect with you. So this is why you need to implement a system into your business that you have a sales pipeline, new lead, follow up, first service, testimonial, close loss, close win, close loss, or repeat, basically. And you want people to automatically move down these stages automatically. And that's where automation is really helpful. Automated email, automated text, create a nurture sequence. I was following one of the ladies today who came in second place for the Skool Games. And it was like, how did she build her following in 30 days to come in second place? And it was very interesting, her strategy of running Facebook ads with a lead magnet, an offer. It was an irresistible offer. It was a lead magnet. She used ChatGPT to try and figure out exactly what her ideal client would want as a freebie, a free gift in exchange for just the email. So that because the email is important and the follow up sequence is important, because you have to understand people may not be ready to buy today. You never know when they're ready to buy your product or service. It could be today, it could be 90 days, it could be 2 years. You'll find a lot of people where they're like, oh, I was following your content for years or for months, but you just never know. You can't control that. It's outside of your control, stoicism. You can't control when people will buy, but you can control showing up every single day on both social media platforms and also through email by serving your clients, providing tips. So that's where the two things of one, creating consistent content. Like I'm just trying my best to create a podcast every day. My challenge is, can I create a podcast every single day, an episode? It's the most relaxing form of content for me, where I just get to hang out, share my thoughts, top of mind, get to hang out with you in a non-formal manner. We just kick it. And then hopefully you learn something. That's my whole thing, is if you could learn one thing a day. There's a quote I use where it's, what you learn today will benefit your life tomorrow. You'll become smarter faster. It's like going to the gym. If you go to the gym today, you're going to wake up stronger than you were yesterday. That's the game. And that's the mind game, in the sense of trying to work out your mind, expose yourself to books, podcasts, personal development stuff, content, so that you can learn one thing, so that it changes, it improves 1% improvement, improves who you are tomorrow. And that will compound over time. That's my philosophy for personal development. Same thing with business. So that's where, going back to the systems, just having, so there's two things that you need to add. One is those systems, so that they automatically get followed up through your the email marketing is the most important, really. You should always, always, always be building an email list. Always collect the emails. Always build the email list, and always follow up. I heard this one entrepreneur. It was so funny. He put the analogy of email marketing like dating. And I was like, oh, that's brilliant. He's like, you don't want to just hit up your email list with, hey, do you want to buy? It's kind of like, hey, are you down tonight? It's like, oh, you only want to hit me up when you want something. It's like, nah. It's like, you have to build value. You have to go on a date. You have to date your audience. You have to go hang out, provide value, give, 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 give. It's the law of reciprocity. It's also, I like this analogy too. It's also depositing in your, what they call it, something bank, reciprocity bank, your good fortune bank. I forgot the name. I heard another entrepreneur use that, where it's like, your content is basically a deposit. It's an asset in your reciprocity bank, where you're giving good value. You always want to lead with good value. And that's what I'm finding as I'm going through this journey with Skool. Like, I'm super competitive. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like very competitive. And I'm kind of addicted to the leaderboard game right now. So I'm like in this one, I'm focusing all my energy in this one AI agency community. And I'm like super competitive. Now I'm at level 5. And in 30 days, I'm number 9 out of 10 in the leaderboard. So, and in 7 days, I didn't see this. In 7 days, I'm in 4th place. Let's go. Let's go. But it's a game. So there's two interesting phenomena that's actually happening, especially as I'm learning and getting more invested in Skool. I hated Skool the first time. I was like, another platform. Why do I got to learn? What is this? I got to learn all this new stuff. And I'm like, all right, and get into it. I really got into Skool because I really wanted, I'm like, where can I go outside of YouTube videos to stay up to date with AI? Like, I need to know who is pushing the envelope, who's doing cutting edge stuff, who's playing, especially when AI voice came out a month, or I was playing with AI voice 1 or 2 months ago. I was like, where can I go to learn this? And YouTube was like, I mean, sure, there's tutorials there, but I'm like, who's actually implementing this? I need case studies. I need to see next level stuff outside of YouTube. That's where school communities come out. This isn't a plug for school communities. It could be any platform for communities. But what we're seeing, especially within AI, um, everyone's inside, indoors. Everyone's being it's on their phone, basically. But I think in 2025 we're going to connect more online. It's kind of like a resurgence of like oh, what were those like old school messaging boards? I'm not gonna date myself, like AOL messaging board. Yeah, was it MSN messaging boards? Can't remember my screen name. But like, people want connection. That's what that's the real value of school, is the connections that you make. The value that you give builds, so it's another form of building trust. Because that was my concept of learning. Over the last 2 weeks, I just had an insight because I was like learning when doing marketing for 10 years. You're always trying to build leads. You're always trying to, where can I get leads? What can I do to get a lead? A lead is basically giving something in exchange for their contact information. How can I build leads? I was missing the piece before it, which was trust. That I didn't realize was a step before. It's more of how can I build trust before I ask for you to become a lead in my world, basically. Trust. And how can I give away massive amounts of trust? And I mean, that what that means is like putting out lots of content, and then also in the school community, just trying to be as helpful as I can. If someone has a question, if someone is like curious about something, what can I give to help them? And I see a lot of the comments are just like one or two sentences. I'm writing full paragraphs. Like, I got in trouble by the moderators because they're like, yo, people ain't gonna read your whole 2 paragraphs of like essay replies. They're like, you need to break it up and make it shorter. And I'm like, no. I was really angered. I was like, no, I just give. It's in my nature. I was like, I need to just talk. That was the hope. So I'm like, I write whole paragraphs. Like, if you go on my school profile and you start reading through my comments so that I leave on other communities, you'll see paragraphs of like replies. Everyone's giving like one or two sentences. I'm like, nah, that's not helpful for them. It's like tweets. That's why I don't like Twitter. It's so short as far as conversation and replies. And I hate that. That's why I'm not on Twitter. And ugh. But that's where, so like school communities are these underground, because they're so niche. So I've made so many connections within the past 2 weeks by just joining school and joining different forums. And then you read the comments of other people that you follow. And like, when you find, like, I found a really influential lady today that was like super ahead as far as like doing Facebook ads. And I was trying to learn a new strategy for lead gen. And she was putting these great paragraphs, which linked me to her YouTube channel. And then I got into her world, starting studying her strategies. And I was like, wow, I learned a ton. I found a bunch of really fascinating people, started following them, found they had a school community. If I join. And like, so what I'm getting at is that there's one level to learn, which is YouTube. Especially YouTube's great because if you're on the premium, if you're on YouTube Premium, you don't get ads, so you could just binge long lectures, which is fascinating to me. But next level right now is these community forums. They are a gold mine of knowledge that is like amazing. So I just want to say in 2025, don't sleep on communities. Like, get on it. Like, they are fascinating. So back to what can a business do to get 5 to 10 clients through automation? There's I want to simplify people's websites and funnels. We talked about the email and text automation, having that automated. There's 2 tools you can use: Go High Level and my tools, which is Empire Pro Tools, empireprotools.com. And so you need to have those automated. Though that's going to help you generate more sales because you're just not following up enough, and for long enough time too, because you don't know. Again, it could be 90 days, it could be a year. You need to consistently stay top of mind, because if you're not top of mind, your competitors are top of mind, basically. So that's where the follow-up game is essential. Second is collecting reviews so you can build your a wall of love of case studies and testimonials. And the third part I want to share is 2 funnels. Websites are dead. You only need 2 funnels. The first funnel is an opt-in or lead magnet funnel. This is where it's a very simple one pager, like one top of fold. Hey, do you want this into your email? That's it. Nothing more. There's no about me. There's no like scroll down and read all this there. None of that. You can improve the conversion rate for your landing page, for that landing page. For those people who don't know what a conversion rate is like if I send 100 people to that page and 10 people sign up or give them opt-in for their email, has a 10% conversion rate. Everything you should be doing should be measured in conversions so you know how well it's performing. So you need to have basically it's a lead magnet funnel or cold traffic funnel. You need to give them something. It could be a guide, a book. If you're a coach consultant, books are great. If you're a service provider, coupon, discount, exclusive offer is also great. If you're also a coach or consultant as well, back to there, webinars are also great. Webinars, masterclasses, those are also really, really good. The same thing like this, like podcasts or long form content, build a relationship, give trust, and then have an irresistible offer at the very end. And then you need to have a sales funnel, one where people could go and just buy, because most people are just used to like buying online, like Amazon checkout. Also, looking at how people do pricing for school communities is interesting, because I think there's going to be a bigger demand, or you'll be able to scale more when you can do more low ticket offers and you can fulfill in a group setting. So for example, Wes Watson does this for his $299 a month fitness coaching. And he does it through these just group Zoom calls. I think he meets like 3 times a week for the group Zoom calls, but he's able to enroll people at $299 per month, which is, like that's scalable. You have to trying to build your business in a scalable way. That was today for me, honestly. Like I was fighting, going back and forth. Do I do done for you services, which I'm used to, just building funnels and doing the managed services for small businesses. But for me, I need to force myself into a scalable model, which I need to force myself into a done with you, which is a group coaching model. I wrote that on my kind of like journal back over there. So it's interesting. The things I'm writing down are starting to manifest. Interesting there. But yeah, that's because again, 2025 is going to get rougher, and inflation, you need to really have scalable offers, scalable low ticket offers in your business. If you really want to, grow your business, basically, don't keep selling high ticket done for you services. It's not sustainable. So yeah, those are the 2 funnels. So back, the second funnel is a sales funnel where people could just buy that. And I'm testing between $49 and $97 as the low ticket offer. And then it bumps up into like a $197 offer, and it goes up from there into like Mastermind, which is like $5,000 a year. But it's tiering out they call it a value ladder, but it looks more like a staircase, like steps on a staircase. So you have free content, which is social media content, podcasts, YouTube. We'll get to YouTube next. Instagram, putting out content daily. I mean, daily. It's like I'm even starting to think my 3 reels a day isn't enough. Also because like for me, again, I'm competitive. I'm really trying to grow also for YouTube to become a YouTube partner. And I need 3,000 hours and 3 million short views. And I'm actually noticing, since I'm doing 3 reels a day and the podcast too, like I'm actually gaining hours faster, which is dope. So that's a fun ROI. Again, another revenue stream, especially for the business, which is cool, but also more content, see me every day, build trust, build relationship. I'm just trying to build massive amounts of trust, basically, which is interesting through content. So that's where I find the podcast is so relaxing to do. We're just hanging out. Which leads us into the next topic, the importance of starting a YouTube channel. that was there was actually two people in the Skool community today that they were like, that's why this topic came up. They were like, I want to start a YouTube I just started my YouTube channel. Another one was just doubting, should I start a YouTube channel? And the answer is yes. And let me share a couple tips that I shared with them. So one is your first 100 videos, you're really trying to get the workflow down. Camera setup, video editing, microphone, how you do recording, how you do editing, that whole workflow, posting it, thumbnails, SEO keywords. You're just trying to figure out all that in your first 100 videos, basically. Once you've got that down, then you can move into the next phase, which is SEO keywords. So there's a plugin called VidIQ. VidIQ. It's like $10 a month, something like that. It's so worth it. If you start a YouTube channel, you should definitely subscribe to VidIQ. What VidIQ does is, like, you have to understand first, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. So where people are going to go when they have a question, they're going to go to YouTube. And if you find keywords, so vidIQ will tell you which keywords, the monthly search volume, and the competition ranking. High, medium, low. Is it a high search keyword like entrepreneurship where there's high competition? Or is it low competition score like ClickUp, real estate ClickUp real estate CRM, for example, low keywords, barely like 2,000 people a month search for that keyword. So there's low competition score for that example. Knowing that is important because then you can SEO hack YouTube. And the game is you put out 5 to 10 videos in that low ranking keyword, and you'll rank higher for when people search for that. So like if you if you search the term ClickUp real estate CRM, I'm top 3 out of top 4 results. My top 3 videos. One I created 2 years ago. Another one was like, I think it was like 9 months ago, and then another one 3 months ago or something like that. And then I'm in the top SEO because it has low competition for it, that was fascinating. That was interesting to learn. So that's why doing vidIQ is great. Great for building, like, putting out a lot of really good content on there. And podcasts are huge right now. So that's where I'm like, I want to get better with podcasting, long form content. It's unfiltered, it's unedited. I'm not editing these. That's what I'm doing. I'm live. I'm making I'm like, was it Tim Ferriss says like, what's the path of least resistance? And for me to like sit and re-edit this, no. I just got 4 bullet points. I'm not even scripting these. I have bullet points with like 4 keywords, and that's it. Like, I want to just like go through the process, because I know it's the same thing like other YouTube videos. It's like the first 100 episodes, you're just learning the process. So how quickly can you get the reps in? That's the most important thing. So you got vidIQ, you're doing SEO keyword research, you're pumping out long form contents like 5, maybe 10 minutes tops. That's it. Podcasts, 45 minutes, an hour, hour and a half ish. And then you got short form, reels or shorts, which is like 30 seconds, 1 minute. Each one serves its purpose, which is interesting. They all build upon each other. So learning there. But should you start one? I recommend yes. YouTube is actually way better for credibility and establishing, again, it's building trust, it's building a relationship. You're spending time with that person for hours. Because so this was one of my popular short reels. It's called the 7-11 rule, meaning Google did a study, and in order for your prospects to become clients, they need to consume 7 hours of your content over 11 touch points, like 11 different platforms. It's not like 11 platforms, like 11, like over 11 times, consistently, basically. Once they've reached that threshold, they've psychologically know where you stand. Should they trust you? What do they put you under? Are you a marketer? Where should they put you in their mental Rolodex kind of thing? So that's where it's like, you need to be pumping out content. Like last week when I did that real estate webinar for real estate agents and the AI tools, none of them were creating content. I was like, why aren't you creating content? Like, this isn't a game anymore. It's not like, oh, I don't want to be on camera, or, oh, it's too difficult. It's like, well, Your competitors are putting out content, so they're taking your business. Like, it's not a game. It's not like TikTok where you don't have to dance or anything. Just put out value. Just help people at the end of the day. Try and help people at scale. FAQ tips, mistakes to avoid, stuff like that. That's like I'm sharing all this stuff. Like, these are like, I was doing YouTube for like 4 years. Like, it's a long game. I'm in it for the long term kind of thing. So that's interesting. Now let's move on to, I talked about online communities. As I mentioned, it's a wealth of information to learn. For me, like, way more cutting edge learning that you'll get versus watching YouTube videos, which there's actually about 3 week delay on industry knowledge or industry trends. So that's why you'll get ahead on trends and you'll learn stuff that you can't find on YouTube videos, which is even more of a knowledge hack, especially for me. Like, I learned 3 great Facebook ad strategies for lowering my cost per lead and also funnel strategies today. And I was like, dope. Those are never going to be in a course. Like, I've spent so much money on courses and none of that's in there. It's like, so that's why it's like, join these communities. I'm just going to say communities in general, because so you can learn, you could grow. Your network is your net worth, the connections that you will meet with them, and you have to pump out a ton of value. You can't just join and be like a fly in the wall. Like, no. Like, for me, super competitive. I'm so happy. That makes me happy. I'm top 4 on the 7-day leaderboard. In the 30-day leaderboard, I'm position 9. Now trying to get the all-time leaderboard top 10. I'm almost there. I'm at like place 42. I'm gonna get there. Top 1% of comments. Let's go. But like, just give a ton of value. I've made a ton of relationships. And the interesting phenomenon, I should say interesting phenomenon, is because you put out so much trust. People are hitting me up for jobs. People are hitting me up for coaching. People are hitting me up about my products, Empire Pro Tools. Like, they're like, hey, what is this? How can I use this in my business? Hey, do you do AI coaching? Hey, can you do a business audit and show me what AI tools I can use in my business? I'm getting a lot of outreach on it, and they're coming to me, which is fascinating. Like, and the only reason why is I put out a ton. Like, I'm on the comments an hour a day, give or take, maybe 2, a little too obsessive. But I'm just putting in paragraphs of value, just trying to help people, honestly. So sharing what I've learned, and then other people share things and I learn things. I'm like I learned a new tool, Bland AI, which is another AI voice tool. And I was like, dope. I didn't know about that. Index, save. So I learned too. So you're learning compounds exponentially. That's the cool thing about it. And then you get tips and hacks that you can't find on YouTube, which is really great. So yeah, just wanted to get a rep in for podcasting, share my thoughts of what I learned today. Hopefully you learned something new that you can apply into your business. Remember, automate your follow-up, simplify your funnels, have a lead magnet funnel, build your email list, and pump out daily content, consistent content. Yeah, this was interesting. So let's bring it to an end. I'm grateful for you to spend time with me on day 2, episode 2. We're going to look back at this and be like, yo, remember episode 2? I talked about blah, 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 blah. Now we're on episode 199. Yo, reps. Let's go get some reps in. No excuses. 2025, I'm going ham. I'm going hard on content in 2025. It's going to be a learning journey. I'm learning and growing, documenting my journey. That's another big thing with content, is just document your journey. Just come on, share what you learned. What'd you do today? What'd you learn today? Would you find helpful? Help other people learn too. That's the whole point. So let's bring it to the end. Hopefully you learned something new. That's the whole point of this podcast. I just want you to walk away with one insightful thing that you can use in your business and your personal life to become better. That 1% improvement, so that we're 1% team. I want you to succeed. I believe in you. You're chasing goals. I want you to crush your goals. I want your business to be successful because I believe in you, fam. You're my family. Anyways, Bring you to our sponsor. This episode is sponsored by Empire Pro Tools, your all-in-one marketing and sales platform, plus community of entrepreneurs with a shared mission to help each other build the business of their dreams. Join today. Link is in the bio. I want to thank you again for spending time with me. I'll see you in the next episode, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.